Hundreds of people die by suicide in Bulgaria every year. According to the latest OECD figures, approximately 14 out of 100,000 men and 3 out of 100,000 women take their own lives. Older people are particularly affected, often marked by loneliness, illness, or the loss of close relatives. But young people are also among those most at risk. In Europe, and therefore also in Bulgaria, suicide is the second most common cause of death among 15 to 29-year-old after accidents. Each of these deaths tears a hole in families, circles of friends and communities. It destroys many lives. The reasons are varied, yet certain patterns recur. Depression and other mood disorders, schizophrenia, addictions such as alcohol or drug abuse, combined with social isolation and the stigma of discussing mental distress, which is almost not possible in Bulgaria. It is striking that many of those affected had contact with doctors shortly before their death. The risk was obvious, but the help was insufficient. And it came too late. That's precisely why I have been hiking around the world for years, planting my trees of memory, trees of remembrance for all those who have lost their lives to suicide. My hike is meant to inspire courage, to show that we must look and not remain silent. Silence kills, speaking can save lives. And for me, trees are a symbol that memory can grow, that grief takes roots, and that hope is passed on. And why I'm doing this? Because I survived a suicide attempt, and because they brought me back to life, and 2 years later my partner took his life. I want to make a similar statement in Bulgaria as well. I'm looking for a piece of land, whether owned by a municipality or private individuals, where I can plant a tree of memory for all suicide victims in Bulgaria. This tree should become a public place where relatives, friends, and even those who are struggling with dark thoughts themselves can pause. A living memorial that reminds us not only of loss, but also of the value of life, the importance of togetherness, and the need to break the silence. My hike is not a sporting competition. It is a path against forgetting, a path that leaves hope wherever a tree is planted. Bulgaria should be part of this path. Perhaps some Bulgarians will see this video, and I would be very happy if you would share it and help me find the right place for a tree of remembrance for all suicide victims in Bulgaria. Thank you. Good morning, it's 7 o'clock, and I'm really happy if my hiking cart is protected, but now it's too protected because I can't open the gate. That's the only existing road in direction of Sofia, and unfortunately it's like an highway, but thanks God traffic is not that big at the moment. Hello? So we made it up to 1050 meters. It took the entire day, as till now it's 1:30. And we did, I don't know, 18 kilometers, something about that. But it took almost 2 batteries now because it was really steep. So I have to plan a little bit. The next city is 13 kilometers away. It's not that hot, so we could manage that and maybe find there a place to stay and charging the batteries. That would be good. We are hanging here at a bus stop because I had to check out a couple of things. There are no hotels around. And the next restaurant on this street where I could probably charge my batteries is still really far away, too far for today. But there is a village and there's also a restaurant, but Google can't tell if it's open or not. And it's just 1.6 kilometers, and I thought that I will hike to this village and then asking people there if they would charge my batteries and I build up somewhere around in the fields my tent. In theory, it shouldn't be a problem. In practice, we will see how nice the Bulgarians are. So, this was actually the very first time in 8 years that I had to ring bells in the village just to ask if I could charge my battery somewhere. And the first lady, she was sending me out of the village, telling me I need a special electricity and they don't have it here. And it was obviously that she didn't want to help and just sending me as far away as possible. This was not nice. But then a couple of houses further there was a guy and he couldn't help because he's leaving the village now for overnight. But then the elder neighbor, she said yes, no problem. And so she took the batteries now, and before I left they gave me a kilogram of tomatoes and cucumbers and cheese and meat in can and bread and telling me where I should build up my tent. Thank you so much. That's really very nice. It took me now more than an hour to find this spot because here up at the hill, what this man recommended, there are no straight spots for the tent. But now I have a really nice one. Have a look at the red of this tomato. This is amazing. From such tomatoes we can only dream in Germany, where they sell just this Dutch shit in the supermarket. And then I just remembered that I still have got some onions and a lemon. So the salad is saved. Olive oil is there, bread is there, just salt is missing, but it's okay. Life is really good, even if it's very, very simple. But most of us are not value this, because we always think we have too less. And we don't have too less.